Introducing Hawaii Living with Ann Lee, a culinary journey through paradise, offering viewers an intimate look at the people, places, and flavors that make Hawaii truly special.
So we are continuing on our food journey. We are in Chinatown in downtown Honolulu, and we're at Murphy's, one of the flagship restaurants that makes up this beautiful historical Chinatown. And joining me is the legend, Brickwood Galuteria.
Oh, just like I wrote it.
This is a privilege, and I know that when we were talking about doing the show, you had said you wanted to do it at Murphy's. Can you tell me why? Although I know Murphy is an amazing person, and the restaurant is this is like a fixture here.
Oh, yes, it is.
So why did you want to choose Murphy's?
Well, I was feeling very St. Patty's Day.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that, yeah. You know, Murphy is a wonderful man, right? If you want to talk philanthropy, you know, you talk great cuisine, you want to talk community, you want to talk aloha, you talk Don Murphy.
Yeah.
And his lovely wife, Marianne, right?
But you had a fundraiser here specifically.
Well, yes. You know, one of my grandchildren, she was going through a time with the cancer, and we needed to raise money to get her to Seattle for some treatment. Mm-hmm. And I came to my friend, Don Murphy, and I said, listen, we need help. And he said, what do you need?
Wow.
And we ended up doing a really fun fundraiser, great music, because I'm always jonesing for a jam, you know. And so we had great music, great food, great fellowship with everybody. And she couldn't make it, my granddaughter couldn't make it. But, oh man, I tell you, this was great to see all of the friends. And because this is a hang.
Yeah, it's very familiar. It's like the neighborhood gathering place.
It is.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, Murphy is all about the Irish bars, right? I mean, he's wherever he ends up, but his aloha is really second to none.
I think everybody would attest to that statement that you just made.
Yeah.
And
a fixture in downtown too.
100%.
A lot of businessmen come here.
Yes.
And if you were to walk in here during a regular business day, I mean, you'd be hobnobbing with former governors, senators, businessmen from Bishop Street, because they kind of know that this is the place to hang
This
too.
is the place to be, is
And
Murphy's.
to see if you need to, like the other day I came here for lunch, right? I ran into former Governor Abercrombie, right? We ran into some staffers from former Senator Inouye's office. I mean, everybody's kind of hanging in the Murph's space.
And it's close to downtown. I mean, it's close to their offices.
Close to the offices.
Walking distance.
Yep.
And the food is good. So let's talk about this food.
Okay.
These are two of the signature items on the menu.
Yeah.
Your favorite corned beef.
Yep.
And this is their shepherd's pie.
And that's a standard.
Yeah,
for
these
Murphy's.
are the standards.
Yeah. Well, you know, corned beef. The only thing missing is rice, but that's okay.
I mean, this is their the Irish version of
The Irish
rice.
version. Everything is Irish version around here, including the mustard.
The Grey Poupon.
The grape poupon must have. So, are we going to attack this guy?
100%.
What?
We have to eat and talk. Like, you know the premise
Okay.
of the show. We're
Yeah.
eating and talking.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is,
Go ahead.
okay, shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie is meat, vegetables,
Yeah.
topped with
Yeah.
mashed potatoes.
Got it.
So
Oh, no.
them.
Yeah. You know, I used to have a cooking show. I'm not a chef, but you know, the ability to talk to chefs, I guess, was the draw for the station that called me and asked me to do that. So the whole idea wasn't that I knew what cooking was all about, but I was going to taste what they cooked. Like,
That's similar to why I do what I do, because I don't like to cook. I will cook. Is that good?
it's all about the taste.
It's all about the taste.
Oh, Okay. This is a Murphy special. When you come down to Murphy, be thirsty too. Thirsty and hungry with aloha. That sounds like something that somebody could use as a marketing phrase. Yeah? Thirsty and eating with aloha.
Yeah, I think that's what we do on an everyday basis, though.
Your show is great.
Thank you.
You go all over the place.
Yeah,
How do you find these places?
Well, like I said, I don't like to cook, and then without these chefs, I would starve.
Yeah.
And I really know where to go to eat something and what's going to be the best at some place because I will go there just because of that particular item. So the corned beef, 100%. I will come here. Shepherd's pie. I know the Blarney burger. There's only key items that Murphy's has that nobody else makes.
You know what else I like around there? In Murphy's is mahi-mahi tacos and the brisket tacos.
Brisket tacos.
Oh no, man. And I want to eat this right here, right now, in front of your camera crew because they're waiting to try the food. They're waiting to try the food. Yeah, all good.
So why do you put mustard on that?
I don't know. I've been told you're supposed to eat.
You're just supposed to do that?
Yeah, just taste it up a little bit.
Okay.
Get a little bit of spice going on. That's why I do it.
They're either yellow mustard, but there's Grey Poupon, and then there's that brown mustard with the little grit to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's put on charcuterie boards.
I thought you were talking about one of my friends because a lot of my friends got a little spice on it. Oh yeah, the charcuterie board. Oh yeah. Anyway.
We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna eat a little bit more, and we're gonna talk about you and what you have done for the community. We're gonna be right back.
That'll be a short one.
It's gonna be a long one.
So it's going to come down to this.
Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play!
All right, pop quiz, guys. Do you ever wonder how farm-fresh ingredients get from the farm to the restaurant? You probably don't think about stuff like that, but that's all we think about. But we're not a farm, and we're not a restaurant. We're the guys who connect the best local products to the best restaurants. We search out new food trends, help with menu options. We're Cisco, and you probably don't know everything we do. But your favorite restaurant? Yeah, they do.
We are back. Okay, so you've had a pretty amazing career. You started off as a disc jockey.
Actually, I started off as a tour director in Waikiki.
But let's talk about disc jockey, getting the name Hawaiian.
Oh, Joanne, yeah.
That was kind of you and Chemo and all your friends.
Yeah, that was back in the day.
Back in the day, and you guys termed that, and it became this whole thing.
Yeah.
Then you did Hokulea instead of in there somewhere, and then you were a politician, and now you're OHA trustee, and people still like you. So what is the secret to that?
Well, it was a progression of sorts. Yeah, one led to the other. Right, I was a musician in Waikiki, tour director, musician, then went into radio work, and during that time we started a couple of radio stations, FM 100, Hawaiian 105. They're still going. Hawaiian, we started that genre back in the 80s. It was basically a hybrid of reggae and Hawaiian music. That took off for a while, and then we went in, and then over the span of almost 30 years, I did radio. Then I went to go into politics. I went to serve, as I hope your viewers would want to do the same thing as serve, right? And so I ran one of the political parties here, and then I became a senator. So I spent 10 years in the state senate, and then finished up my service there. Took a little time off, and then Governor Waihee asked me to run for the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. So that's where I'm at right now. And then in all of that time, we started an incentive called Kupuna Power, which came off of a personal situation with one of my aunts who got scammed. And so we wanted to ensure that people knew what resources were available to them, the seniors, right? From the city, the county, the state, the feds. And so it's still going, and it's a trusted voice.
Yeah.
So we're very pleased with that. And I'm just kind of flunking semi-retirement. You know.
I think you are like progressing and progressing. I know you want to slow down a little bit, but I think that you have so much to bring to the public and talk to the community, because so many things that you've experienced and all of the different things that you've done in your career.
Yeah.
And it still keeps going.
Yeah, you know, every day is a new day. There's more years behind me than in front of us. But I think that we want to make every day a special day, see what we can accomplish in that day, and hopefully we can share what we learn with the next generation.
We want to do the research for them. We want to bring them here's the Cliff Notes for everything. I don't even know if people are going to know what Cliff Notes is, but here's like, we did all the hard work. We're going to bring you right to the source, and it's tested. It's verified.
Whatever it is, put some mustard on it. Okay?
Okay.
Spice it up.
Okay.
And have a good life.
So give me some wisdom for the future.
Wisdom for the future?
Yeah.
Well, if the person in the mirror is looking back, it's a good day.
Okay.
For starters.
Okay.
But I think you want to open yourself up to whatever life puts in front of you. Embrace it. It shouldn't be a problem if it doesn't have to be a problem. And, life is worth living. So that's kind of where I'm coming from.
You live the best life. You live your best life. Everyone says live your best life.
Live your best
and
life.
That's what you're doing.
Life is corned beef.
Life is corned beef with
Eat
mustard.
Eat it.
Just add a little
Eat it
mustard
all.
and spice in your life, and everything's good. What is the trick to parking in downtown?
The trick to parking in downtown is, number one, have a credit card. Because these days it's a whole different story. I remember when we used to just, grab the quarters and the nickels from the middle of the, between the seats. Now you gotta make sure you got some plastic.
Okay.
So that's the secret.
That's a secret.
Yep. But I don't want to make it a secret. It shouldn't be a secret.
But are there any hidden parking spots that you should know about in downtown?
I'm not telling you.
Just one?
Huh?
Just one?
Right in front of Murphy's. How's that? Is that okay?
If you can, sometimes he'll put a cone out for you.
Okay. Now we're talking here. That's when you know you've arrived.
Well, that's
you haven't arrived yet because he's put the cone out.
Well, because he always works with you, especially when you're filming and things like that. He always goes above and beyond to make it easier for you. So
yeah, Murphy he's a gem.
yeah, him and Marion and her and her pies every Friday.
Yeah, I know.
Every Friday.
So you got to come down here, everybody. I think they're open from 11 to whenever they close. Yeah. So make it a date.
But not on weekends, right? They're not open.
No,
on
they
weekends.
close. They close.
Because they're open 24/7, literally Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
I mean, I take that with a grain of salt, but they're open.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
they're open for good times, thirsty times,
Yeah.
and aloha.
That is true. They're amazing, and the staff is amazing.
I see. Okay,
Cheers
so
to
here's
you.
to Murphy.
Here's to Murph.
Okay.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute! There's a flag on the play!
All right, Pop quiz, guys. Do you ever wonder how farm-fresh ingredients get from the farm to the restaurant? You probably don't think about stuff like that. But that's all we think about. But we're not a farm, and we're not a restaurant. We're the guys who connect the best local products to the best restaurants. We search out new food trends, help with menu options. We're Cisco, and you probably don't know everything we do. But your favorite restaurant? Yeah, they do.
So we are continuing our food journey, and we're made it to Nimitz, and we're at Little Joe's Steakhouse, part of the I would say Yummy Restaurant Group, one of the restaurants, many fabulous restaurants that make up this restaurant group. Joining me is my friend Connie, that represents the whole, I guess, the whole shebang, right? Like, you know a lot about these restaurants. We've sat together before.
Yes, we have.
I love the fact that you're able to make time to talk about Little Joe's, because I think that Little Joe's is like one of those hidden steakhouses. Can you tell me how the name concept was born?
Yes, so there was a restaurant in the 70s or 80s or so called Little George's, and that actually inspired Mr. Kim, Peter Kim, the founder, to kind of take a little bit of that inspiration and name it Little Joe's. So slightly different, but still pays homage to the restaurant from the 70s and the 80s.
Same concept. So there's a recent Little Joe's that opened in Pearl Highlands about a couple months ago?
It's been about, I think, a year, actually.
Way.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's been a minute.
It goes so fast. So there's how many locations now?
We now have 2.
2 locations. I know that you guys are known for your happy hour. So let's talk about your happy hour. I know that you picked 2 items off your happy hour menu and some cocktails. You want to tell me a little bit about those?
Yes. So we have our happy hours every day from 4:30 to 7 p.m. Some of the dishes that we just picked out today is our fried calamari, and then we also have our fresh ahi poke. So with happy hour, the great exciting part about it is that we have like up to 50% off select dishes. So It's a pretty great deal, and it's great for coming after work, like pauhana, and just hang out with friends. As for the drinks that we have in front of us, we have our lychee yuzu martini, along with our Joe Collins.
Little Joe.
Yes, so that's actually an interpretation of like a Tom Collins, but we did our little spin and called it a Joe Collins, and we use Empress Gin instead of vodka. So that's why it has like that purple color.
So you picked the calamari for a reason. Is this one of the top sellers?
Yes, this is a crowd favorite.
Let's try.
Okay.
Very crispy. I like the garnish. You have peanuts, you have shredded carrots, you have cilantro. You have a nice, I can't really make the dressing, but it's like almost like a vinaigrette.
It's like a Thai chili sauce. So a lot of our dishes actually has like an Asian spin to it. So though we are like an American style steakhouse, we're also based in Hawaii. So we do like to have that little like spin with like different flavors and tastes, and just kind of paying homage to like the community and stuff.
Okay, let's try this.
Yes.
When you're in Hawaii, you have to have fabulous poke.
Yes. So we do get our ahi fresh every day. So that's what goes into our ahi poke dish.
So if you have tremendous happy hour, I know you have like such a following because there's a line out the door. How do you guys keep your prices so low, and how do you offer a happy hour every day?
So with our concept, we do believe like giving Hawaii the best prices possible. So for us, that's a lot of back end work, trying to figure out how we can make sure that our prices stay, affordable.
You just want to provide an option for families. If you want to have steak every day, you can.
Yeah.
And you guys made it affordable, and you made it an option for people. I want to eat this every day I can because you guys have a fabulous happy hour. That is so amazing.
Thank you.
That concept, because the quality is exceptional. So the signature is a high-end steakhouse.
Yes.
And they dry age their meats. There's a premium quality to their meats. Little Joe is a sister, little brother, however you want to say it, of this wonderful steakhouse. What is the difference of the meats? Is it the same?
It's slightly different. We do use a different like steaks that we order, but we do hand cut it in-house, and we also have this wet aging process that we do from 42 to 48 days. So our steaks are juicy and tender and flavorful, and it still makes for a really great steak.
So the same level of quality,
Yeah.
but just an affordable option to have this everyday option for everybody.
Yes.
Okay, let's have a sip of a cocktail. So you're having a lychee martini?
Lychee yuzu martini.
A lychee yuzu martini.
Yes.
And this is the
Joe Collins.
Joe Collins, named after Little Joe.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. Gin is like a big thing now. It's making this resurgence. Like there's so many great gin drinks now. We're gonna take a quick break, and we come back. We're gonna talk about the star of the show.
Awesome.
We'll be right back.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute! There's a flag on the plate!
Alright, pop quiz, guys. Do you ever wonder how farm fresh ingredients get from the farm to the restaurant? You probably don't think about stuff like that. But that's all we think about. But we're not a farm, and we're not a restaurant. We're the guys who connect the best local products to the best restaurants. We search out new food trends, help with menu options. We're Cisco, and you probably don't know everything we do. But your favorite restaurant? Yeah, they do.
And we are back, and now I'm so excited to try the steaks.
Awesome.
So this is, I want to say it's a filet and
Lobster
surf and turf.
Yes, so this is our surf and turf
Okay.
special. It has our 8-ounce filet mignon along with our 5-ounce lobster tail. This is a daily special that we typically have, and it's for $62.95. So it's a pretty
much
good
is
deal.
it?
$62.95.
$62.95, that's your daily special.
And you get the best of both worlds.
Monday through Friday, or is it 7 days a week?
7 days a week.
7 days a week you can have surf and turf for $62.95.
Yes.
8-ounce filet.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, let's dig into this. And then the sides, like how do the sides work?
The sides?
sides
So
that
okay. So we have our bacon mac and cheese, and then our grilled asparagus. Our bacon mac and cheese is a really popular crowd favorite. It's really great to pair with steaks, and it just has all like the flavors that you'd want.
Okay, let's dig into this. It's like, I didn't even need to really like use the knife. It's like butter. Very flavorful, juicy, tender. That's what a filet is supposed to taste, right? Mm-hmm. That's how it's supposed to taste. And then, so tell me about what is the ounce of the lobster tail?
5 ounces.
5 ounces.
Yeah. So it's a pretty hefty meal.
That is $62.95. You can't beat that.
Mm-hmm.
What can you buy for $62.95 right now? Not surf and
Not
turf.
a surf and turf anywhere else.
So dinner. So you can you order off the dinner menu when you're doing happy hour?
Yes. Yep. So you can enjoy both dinner and happy hour,
Okay.
and in our lounge area, and then we have our dinner area where we do dinner service.
And then you have these wonderful. So let's talk about these private rooms you have.
Yes. So both of our locations have private dining rooms, perfect for celebrating birthdays, anniversaries. I know graduation's always around the corner, weddings and whatnot. So you can book out any of our rooms, and we can seat anywhere between like 80 to 60 guests. And yeah, what's great is that people like decorate, and then we have like these set menus that you can choose from. So it makes party planning really easy and seamless.
It's a one-stop shop.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a time limit? Like, how long can you request the space for?
We typically, if you book it as a private dining room, it's the whole evening. So for however long, like set up and then having to close things off. Yeah.
That's so good to know. I don't think people realize that.
Yeah.
So the Pearl Highlands location is doing well.
Yes.
People are, is it like busy every night?
Yeah, it's pretty busy. I would say like we're really great to be in Central Oahu and to kind of reach customers and guests that we weren't able to over here. So it's been really great, you know, having more of the community out there and enjoying Little Joe's.
And Liliha Bakery is right next to it too, so that
Correct.
doesn't hurt it either. Kind of probably like, oh, it's like kind of synonymous, like when you see the two together. So no, you know, it's like the same family of restaurants.
Yeah, so right after steaks, you can go ahead and get some desserts to go home.
Yeah, all the Cocoa Puffs and the little, I see that happening all the time. Okay, let's try this.
Yeah, do you want me to cut this?
Yes. So which
Go ahead and cut.
item is this one?
This is our ribeye steak. Go ahead and cut that. We had it cooked to a medium rare, so it should be like this beautiful, juicy
Thank you.
temperature.
So when you order off the menu, you order the choice of protein, and then you order the different types of accompaniments, right?
Yes.
So it's asparagus or your famous lobster mac and cheese.
Bacon mac and cheese.
Bacon mac and cheese. And what other sides do you have?
We have the classics. So we have mashed potatoes, creamed corn. We also have a shrimp gratine, which is kind of like, it's like shrimp and like a potato gratine.
Okay.
So that was an interesting new add-on that we had. We have mushrooms, and I'm just trying to think
Do you
about
have
the
cream
menu.
spinach?
Yes, we do. We have cream spinach.
You gotta have
Yes,
cream
cream spinach and
spinach.
cream corn.
Okay. This is very tender. So this is an excellent ribeye. But usually with ribeyes, I see a lot of fat. I don't see a lot of fat in this, but it's very tender and juicy.
It's the wet aging process.
Excellent.
42 to 48 days it takes to get all that juiciness and tender flavor to get into them.
Do you guys take reservations?
Yes, we do.
You do? Okay.
So you're able to call us at either of our locations or visit us online and book through Open Table.
And then social media handles you want to share?
It would be Little Joe Steakhouse.
Little Joe Steakhouse. Any menu updates? Would that be on through social media or through your website?
Yeah.
Do you have specials?
Yes, so we do have some specials aside from our surf and turf, like our tomahawk. So that's our largest steak that we have. It's a pretty good deal too. So we have anything from a 28 to, I believe, a 46 ounce tomahawk steak. Perfect to share with the table. So we have those. It depends, but most likely daily we have them. It just depends on the size.
Daily, depending on the size.
Yes.
So it's not on the menu. You have to just ask your server or inquire. That's pretty cool. Anything else you want to add or share?
I mean, we just want to thank everyone for, showing the love and appreciation to Little Joe's. The fact that we got to expand to Pearl Highlands was a really great opportunity. And yeah, we just want to continue serving the people of Hawaii. So
That's amazing.